Try this again. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Today it's a little different. As you can see, it's a little different surrounding, and well, you can actually see more of me. So, today I thought I'd do it a little different. Today, um, well, long story short, I'm 26 as of today. The past few years have been rather eventful, they've been very interesting, and I've loved every minute of it. So let's go back 6 years. One second. There we go. So 6 years ago, I was just getting back from Japan. I was very ambitious. I was ecstatic. I was so excited to be able to come back and be able to speak the language, hoping to land a translation job or something so that I could speak, I could use my language skills, I could actually talk to people. Um, I was just so ecstatic, so happy. Come to find out, the company that I worked with um, for the first couple years after that, they were they didn't have anyone Japanese speaking, but we did have quite a few Japanese speaking customers that came through. One of which was part of the yakuza, a very nice guy. Talked to him for a little while. I don't know if he's moved, but he was a great guy. I love talking to him. I love dealing with him. The other gentleman, he was a sushi chef, along sushi chef and a contractor. Very, very outspoken guy. He was one of the best customers I had. I loved talking to him. I loved spending time with him. I loved interacting with him. And the best part about it was he helped me with my Japanese a lot of the time. We would spend, I would say, 20, 30 minutes. The time it took to get his truck loaded up and get him on his way, just speaking in Japanese. He told me that he was from Tokyo. He actually moved down to the Bay Area about a year or two before I did. So that fast forwards it to when I was about 22. When I was 22, I had the opportunity to work with FCI Multiple Services, a translation company that allowed me to use my Japanese to English and English to Japanese translation abilities. I was on a contract with them for 2 years. It was a first come first serve type of deal. We would get email notifications letting us know it's like, hey, there's these jobs available. If you're interested, let us know by this time. At the time, I was working two other jobs. I was working down in the Bay Area with my dad, and I was working um, up at the lumberyard as well. So I didn't have a lot of time to translate. I didn't have a lot of time to be able to talk to anybody or work with them, but I did get a couple assignments finished, sent out to them, and it was awesome because you could get a job assignment that was maybe 2 or 3 pages up to about 15 pages. Obviously, the 15 pager spend would spend more time and they would pay you more for it. The one that I got, it was just a 2 pager, really quick, really simple. I was the proofreader for the first person that checked it off. And there were a couple things I had to change. Wasn't anything bad. Uh, but it did put my medical Japanese to the test, my medical terminology and words, which for the first time in, at that point, 3 years, never needed to use it, hadn't needed to use it, but I had all the words, all the vocabulary because of the practice that I had in Japan. You'd be surprised at how many doctors, scientists, and dentists you actually talk to on the streets. And it was just all out fun. I enjoyed it. I wish I had more time to do it, but I was able to then move and help my dad with his job, with his work. And At the time, we were, again, lumber sales at a small lumber yard in the Bay Area. That was a good experience because it taught me the types of people to look out for. It taught me retail, woodworking, and sales as well. Currently, I don't do any sales. I'm just a supervisor. That's what I've been for the past 6, 7 months now. I've just been supervising a night crew, night team. Those guys are awesome. We have some amazing discussions while we work. And honestly speaking, this is something I love. Let's see. When I was down in the Bay Area, starting my own business was on the back of my mind. It was something that I wanted to do, that I want to do. And at the time, I just didn't understand how to move from where I was at into starting my own business. The best part about coming back up to where I am now and learning the things I'm learning: business, economics, finances, investing, stock market, the whole spectrum of business and entrepreneurship has been a huge blessing, because this past year in itself, I've had the ability to get a car. I had a goal to be able to buy a car at the end of this year, and I bought that car about a month or so ago, which it's been very beneficial for me because it's one, very fuel efficient. It doesn't cost much, and it's just a great car to have. The second thing to that is I'm starting to understand the importance of having multiple income streams, which, again, that in itself is beneficial to know about, to be able to talk about, and be able to share with people. Because if you can have more than one income stream, they show a very good diagram with a lot of the seminars I've been to. You take a plate, you put... I'm trying to find something so I could use it for an object lesson. But anyway, you take a plate, you put one thing underneath it, say a straw. With that plate, your only income is that straw. So once that goes, your whole house, your car, your everything just falls. Whereas if you have 4 or 5, if 1 or 2 of those go, you still have 3 other incomes that you can balance on and help you in times of need while you're working on the other 2 to build them back up. I know it's very brief, but that's not why I'm on here today. So again, going back to working down the Bay Area, when the time came for us to move out of there, to get out, it brought with it a large opportunity to learn. So the people that I got to talk to, the people that trained me, that helped me, coach me, helped me get to where I was in sales, where I was in purchasing and supervising there, were outstanding. They were amazing people. I'm very grateful for their lessons and for their knowledge they shared with me, because that's helped me overcome a lot of the issues that I'm currently experiencing as a supervisor. So a lot of companies, this is something really brief that I want to share. A lot of companies, they say that they're issue based. That's good. That's good and all. But how many companies, this is actually a question I would like to ask anyone that's listening. How many companies have you been with, have you worked with, that they said they are issue based and solution oriented? For me, the few places that I've worked, that's not been the case. It's like, yeah, there's an issue, figure it out, get it fixed, and that's it. That's all they want. They don't want it to stop. They don't want to nip it in the butt there and end it. It's get it fixed and get going. For me, being in the current position that I have, issue-based and being solution-oriented are two very important factors. Because if there is an issue, we will fix it. We will come up with a solution so it never happens again, and so that we can help further our team grow or understand what they need to change. So there's my little spiel there. The reason I'm standing, for those of you that might be asking, yesterday I ran a 14.2 mile half marathon, and today I am paying for it. Yes, I am laughing at myself because I haven't stretched. I haven't been doing all the things that I should be doing. I did do some earlier today, but right now, if I sit down, my legs will get locked, and yeah, it's just going to be fun. Today at work, it'll be even more interesting because I'm just going to be hobbling and shuffling along as we're getting stuff put out on the floor. So, with that, that's what's happened in the past 26 years. Not a lot that I've shared, but the important parts are over the past few years. I've learned about business, finance, investing, stocking, and why it's important for those that want to have their own business, do their own thing, to use the money they have so that's working for them and they're not working for money. With that being said, I thank you guys for watching. I think I'm going to cut it here. I keep saying I've got to stop that. We'll see if I can have some more videos like this where I'm standing up, where you can actually see more of me, because I do feel more awake. As you can notice, I'm not yawning for a change, which is a bonus. And you can actually see the hand gestures, hand motions that I'm doing. I'm very talkative with my hands, if you haven't figured that out already. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I will catch you guys tomorrow for Tuesday's stream. I know the last couple Saturdays, for those that have been paying attention, I may have been skipping them. This last Saturday, I didn't have any time because we were going from the time that I woke up to the time I went to bed. We were just going, and couldn't stop. We had a great time. So I'll talk more about that tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching again. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and always be learning. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got everything spread out. So there we go.